The Torah readings chosen by our sages for Rosh Hashanah highlight central themes of the Days of Awe. These are, first of all, stories about moral choices. Individuals confronted with difficult decisions, competing loyalties, and conflicts of interest. Genesis 21 centers on the troubled relationship of Sarah, Hagar, and Abraham. Genesis 2, Akedat Yitzchak, focuses on when God asks Abraham to offer his beloved son on Mount Moriah. Rather than moral exemplars, the Torah presents flawed human beings wrestling with intense emotions. Love and fear, anger and jealousy, fervent faith and profound self-doubt. Their struggles remind us of our own complex family dynamics and personal dilemmas. In this season of self-reflection, we are drawn into stories that demonstrate the challenges of discerning God's voice and choosing the right path. Both stories center on a dramatic moment in which the characters' eyes are opened to reveal a new direction for their lives. Hagar sees a well in the wilderness. Abraham sees a ram caught in the thicket. This change in perception, this instant of renewed vision, holds the promise that we, too, might discover new possibilities and resources for our lives as we contemplate the year ahead. Most of all, these stories are ones that affirm life. In Genesis 21, young Ishmael comes close to death. Isaac is imperiled in Genesis 22, and with him the future of the Jewish people. In the end, both sons of Abraham are saved. Both receive the divine promise that their line will endure, a message that recalls our own fervent prayers to be inscribed for life and renewed for a good year.
Source of blessing, your presence fills creation. You have enlightened our path with the wisdom of Torah, giving it to the Jewish people as their particular treasure. We give you praise, merciful one, who gives this Torah to the Jewish people.
Amen. Vadonai pakad et Sarah kasher amar vayas Adonai l'Sarah kasher diber.
And Adonai remembered Sarah as promised, and that which had been spoken Adonai fulfilled for Sarah.
Vatar vateled Sarah la'Avraham bein liskunav lamoed asher diberoto Elohim.
And Sarah conceived and bore a son to Abraham in his old age, at the appointed time that God had told him.
Vayikra Avraham et Shem beno hanolad lo asher yalda lo Sarah Yitzchak.
And Abraham called his son, the one born to him, whom Sarah bore to him, by the name Isaac, Yitzchak.
Vayamol Avraham et Yitzchak beno ben shmonat yamim kasher sivahoto Elohim.
And Abraham circumcised Isaac his son at the age of 8 days, as God had commanded him.
Va'Avraham ben mat shana v'yivaled lo et Yitzchak beno.
And Abraham's age was 100 years when Isaac his son was born to him.
Vatomer Sarah tzechok asali Elohim kol hashomeach yitzachli.
And Sarah said, God has brought me laughter. All who hear will laugh on my account.
Vatomer mi mileo Avraham Heinika vanim Sarah ki aladati vein liskunav.
And she said, who would have told Abraham Sarah will nurse children, and yet I have given him a son in his old age?
Veigdal hayeled v'yigamal vayas Avraham mishte gadol b'yom higamel et Yitzchak.
And the boy grew, and he was weaned, and Abraham prepared a great feast on the day of Isaac's weaning.
Source of blessing, Your presence fills creation. This Torah is a teaching of truth, and from it comes enduring life for those who embrace it. We give you praise, merciful one, who gives this Torah to the Jewish people for the sake of all humanity.